Alrighty, folks, what is going on? Welcome to the Port of Galveston, Texas. We are streaming live again from G-Town, and we are watching cruise ships in the rain, fog, whatever happens, but we are watching 3 cruise ships live today. I am joined on stream with Bryce.
Howdy, y'all. Well, my name is Bryce. I go to this beautiful school with my boy Tyler, and we're watching cruise ships leave today. We got the Norwegian Viva on the left side of the screen there, and then we got the Carnival Jubilee coming up soon. We also have Harmony here today, but she ain't leaving until tomorrow, so yeah.
Yeah, as Bryce said, we got 4 ships in the house today, but 3 are taking departure. Jubilee will be the first in view of our camera today. That's going to be the Carnival Jubilee. She is outbound. Mare of the Seas is also in port. She is not docked where she is normally, so she is docked at Pier 28. So typically Disney docks there. So Bryce, if you aren't familiar, folks, he is behind a very popular game. I'll let him explain a little bit of that and where you can support Bryce's work.
All right, guys. So I am a Roblox developer, and we make cruise ship games on Roblox. If you search up Cruise Ship Simulator, I think currently it's got like 150 people actively playing it. We've got 2 regions. We've got Europe, and we've got the Caribbean. We don't have Galveston yet, but we do have ports like Port Canaveral. We've got Miami coming up, and we do have Everglades as well, Port Everglades. And then we have a lot of the private islands, of course, Nassau, and we're working to get St. Thomas and Tortola down the road here, and Ocean Cay, but you know. So yeah, again, Roblox, you go there and then search up Cruise Ship Simulator. And then we also have a game called Cruise Line Simulator. It's a little older, but it's got more ports. So if you'd take a look at that, we'd really appreciate it on my behalf. And yeah.
Yep, and there you go, folks. You can see the Jubilee is in frame at this time, taking the stern of the Norwegian Viva. And again, a big thank you to Bryce for allowing us set up in his apartment here and stream our live today. Again, it is very bad weather outside. Again, it doesn't do it justice just how cold, rainy, and foggy it is. So again, folks, we appreciate Bryce for letting us stream here for today's show and giving you this live here. And again, as we saw here on camera, folks, again, if you have any cruise questions, put those in the chat. We are actively monitoring the chat here today. Again, we're going to be live here for the Viva. We have the Mariner following the Jubilee out, and then that was going to conclude our coverage today. Luckily, we are plugged into the wall today, meaning that we'll be live here until all 3 of those ships leave, as long as they're not super delayed here. But we're going to chase it out. So the cool thing about this vantage point, this is from the 6th floor of Tam Mahal here. This is like the peak, I think, Bryce, this is like the #1 spot, like view of like the Port of Galveston. I mean, this is amazing overview.
Yeah, you can see all the action up to a certain point, but it's very great, and you can watch the full departure from here as it heads out to the Houston Ship Channel and outbound to see.
And again, folks, it's typical Saturday here in the Port of Galveston. Norwegian Viva, she's back from her 14-night cruise. I believe she's doing a 7-night this week. And then the Mariner is here as well for her normal Saturday call. Again, she does the 4-5-5 or 5-5-4 rotation there. So she is in port either on Saturday, Thursdays, or Mondays. So she'll be back next week on Thursday. Carnival Jubilee and Norwegian Viva will be back on Saturday. And Harmony is here a day early. You'll get to Harmony in just a second. Harmony is here because of the inclement weather expected tomorrow. Yeah, Bryce, it's not very good weather. It looks like it's going to be like in the 30s of what I'm hearing. What are you seeing in terms of weather here?
Well, we have strong winds. We've got heavy rain, and you know, we had some of that this morning, but tomorrow's going to be really bad. And you know, the Harmony was supposed to be actually at sea today and yesterday in Cozumel, but they canceled that port call, as Tyler said, to get here and beat the weather. They did have the option to stay on board and for today, you know, so there's still people on there, but you know, that would be an unfortunate event to have your cruise cut short, but you do agree to it in the cruise contract. And,
Yeah, and it's kind of a cool thing what Royal is doing here with the Harmony. Yes, they are here early, but they are not forcing you off the ship. They are you can still stay on the ship all the way until your planned debarkation date. What will be interesting to see, folks, tomorrow with Harmony, Regal, Carnival, Dream, and then the Disney Magic. Yeah. Will be interesting to see if they leave on time. This is something closely to watch here. Again, it is expected to get really bad Sunday night, so that's right around departure. Now, departures, right? Again, ships are going to be moving in all environments here, but what the big fear is people getting to and from the ship here. So that's kind of the big thing to watch here. Also in the background we have Zach here. He'll be on commentary here in just a little bit here, swapping out with Bryce. It's the other voice you hear. Zach's on YouTube as well. That is Zach. What's your channel name?
Zachary Niesman Lamador. Hi guys, how's it going? I don't expect y'all to remember or know how to spell my last name, but I also have a YouTube channel as well. On my channel, I do a little bit of ship spotting myself, but as well as highlighting our career, academic career so far at the Texas A&M Maritime Academy. Yeah, my past video, my highlight video, I should say my favorite, one of my favorites is my Summer Sea Term video 2025, where we sailed with the infamous Maine Maritime Academy. That's a joke, by the way. But yeah, we'll put it in the chat in a little bit, the link to my channel if you guys want to check it out. But I'm going to hand it back to Tyler for the meantime. Tyler?
Yeah, so thank you, Zach. So again, those are the folks joining us here on commentary. You'll see a lot of those faces, seeing Bryce and Zach here on the streams in the next little bit of time here when we're here in Galveston. Good guys here, and of course in the cruising specter, which is not very big. The cruising community, if you will, the cruise fam is not very popular. Not popular, but not very big in Galveston. So it's a very tight-knit community here compared to how like Canaveral. It's kind of what Canaveral was back in the day, right? When I first started, it was only a few people. Now it's massive. It's crazy how many people are there in Canaveral, which is such a cool thing to see. So, again, we're going to be tracking the Jubilee outbound. What a beautiful ship. I was on her with Zach, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like I'm a Royal Caribbean guy by heart, as you all know from the channel, and I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of the Jubilee. It was outstanding. It was great. One of my favorite ships in terms of look. Zach.
Yeah, the Jubilee, we went on it for a few hours. I work at the cruise terminal, and one of the perks I get is I'm able to take 2 people with us for like a few hours to visit the ship. And we went to Guy's Burger, went up to the pool deck. Unfortunately, the day we went, it was very bad weather. You think this is bad? Oh, it was a lot worse when we went. But yeah, we got Guy's Burger. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how many times I've had a burger. Actually, it was probably 2 or 3 times, but I wish I had one like every single minute that we were there. Yeah, the Jubilee, she's a pretty nice ship, if I don't say so myself. I've never sailed on her, but the only time that time we visited her for the embarkation day. But anyway, Tyler?
Yeah, so as I said, there's a lot of things happening there on the Jubilee. It's a really, really great ship here. I personally love that ship. I mean, it is great. I've been on the Mardi Gras before. Not Celebration yet, but it is still a great ship nonetheless here. We're going to work to try to get all of us on commentary here for today's stream, so do stand by for that, folks. We are working through getting everyone in for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the con here on the mic. If anyone hasn't been on the Jubilee, the one thing I don't like is those elevators. There were about probably 8 elevators throughout the ship per deck, and oh my goodness, they are so tiny, people. I mean, going back to the older ships, those elevators can fit, maybe like 9, 10 people. The Jubilee could barely fit 6 people. It was not comfortable at all. But Yeah, I can only imagine on disembarkation day, excuse me, when everyone's getting off the ship with their luggage. Oh, they're gonna be waiting a long time for an elevator that isn't completely full. As you can see here, the Jubilee is outbound. In this frame, she should just be passing the Galveston, Galveston, Texas City Pilots Association, and headed out. She's gonna make a course change to starboard in the next 10 minutes. In this shot, you can just barely see the Army Corps of Engineers building. But yeah. Fortunately, the weather is definitely not ideal here, but that's just how it is in Galveston. It's supposed to be like this tomorrow as well. If anyone's in Galveston, come say hi to me at the cruise terminal. I'll be at working the Regal Princess at Terminal 25. And normally we're at Terminal 28 for the Regal Princess because the Disney Magic is in.
Yeah, stand by, folks. We got a test. Bryce, go ahead and say something. See if it's working. We're trying to get a third mic in.
Testing. Yeah, I think it's working.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool.
All right, y'all. So to answer some of y'all's questions, how was our time at the Academy? Well, this is a very debated, controversial topic. You know, it's fun, but, you know, we learned some older methods about how to do things that they don't really necessarily practice on the daily. With that said, though, you know, it's a fun time, especially down here in Galveston, being able to watch the cruise ships. If you're thinking about coming to a Maritime Academy and you like cruise ships, Galveston is the best combo for that. No other Maritime Academy, except SUNY, but they can't see it, really has cruise ships nearby. And, you know, Galveston being, I think, the 4th busiest cruise port in the nation is what they advertise it as. And, you know, we've got big ships coming in. We got the Icon coming in 2027. We're thinking that we're going to get a bigger Disney ship here as well in the next few years. And Kentrell, this is the Carnival Jubilee, the sister ship to the Carnival Mardi Gras. She's based permanently out of Galveston, Texas here. Next cruise ship tycoon update, or cruise ship sim update, it's going to be the Pinnacle class, and it's going to be probably next week, hopefully, with Miami next Friday. And Cruising as Life says hi. You know.
Brandon
What
Barker,
is
hello.
up, Brandon? So, folks, right now, again, we're in a room, right? So there's a big obstruction right now. So do stand by. The Jubilee will get back in frame in just a second here. But right now, she's about to start making her turn. So.
Nope.
Can we have 3 at a time or not?
Yeah, so we're testing out the audio, folks. Let us know how it is.
Testing. Yeah, I think it's working. All right.
Oh, no, let me unmute you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. What would you recommend A&M for wanting to become a cruise ship officer? So the thing I'll say about that is it's very different. You know, it's very different because you really learn the cargo ship side of things here, especially on the training ship. You do 3 sea terms, and you know, those sea terms, the first one's your freshman one. You do that with the school. Your second sea term is what we call commercial sea term, and that's an opportunity to go with a cruise line. Now, concurrently, A&M hasn't really had people go on cruise ships in the past few years, but with that said, it's not a far-fetched possibility. You know, they're really trying to make new connections with them, and so that way we could get cadets on sea term on cruise ships, you know, so that's goal of A&M, and it seems likely that in the next few years Royal Caribbean's starting to take people, and Disney, we know, wants to take people. They're just not taking them this year from what we last heard, but they're looking at next year, hopefully. So the only thing I'd say about Maritime Academy, it is very expensive. Lots of supplies, the schooling, the housing, and
I'm going to be perfectly honest here. Our total cost of attendance per semester is about, I'd say, around $1,200, and Yeah, that's definitely not cheap. But for
No, because
the average American higher education college, I think that's pretty standard. But yeah, the C term that we go on is, obviously in the summer, and that's an additional like uh, ten to $11,000, and yeah, it adds up. But believe me, the return on investment in this degree is pretty darn good, to say the least. When we graduate as third mates, which most of us will be doing, sorry folks, I believe the average salary right now is at least $110,000, and that's just average. You know, um, there's a bunch of choices when we graduate. You can go work on a tugboat, you can go work on a tanker, even a cruise ship. Yeah, we've had a cadet here last year. She graduated and will start and worked for Disney. Bryce here actually met her on the Disney Treasure.
Yeah, so I was on my treasure cruise, and I got to meet one of our grads initiative of that, and thank you for supporting my friend Tyler here. And well, I think he'll be buying me dinner today, so
Yeah, we appreciate the super chat, as I said there, and yes, I will be getting Bryce here dinner for this great host of the location here, folks. So I don't know if y'all are noticing, but we're getting some fog rolling into the stream right now. So we are standing by on that. We are going to be here live through it, but just, if visibility starts lacking here, the fog is starting to roll in here, but
okay, so we got a
Yeah, the question in the chat. Sorry,
so
go
we've
ahead,
got
Bryce.
a question here in the chat. First off, can I say hook 'em? No. Horns down, maybe.
Yep.
And what do y'all want to do after the Maritime Academy? Well, I think it's
Cruise ships.
I was gonna say I want to work for Disney. My boy Zach, I think.
I'll take whatever I can get, but when I graduate, I got to repay back my student loans, and unfortunately, cruise ships are not where it's at if you want to make a lot of money. Tankers or just other ships in the U.S. Merchant Marine pay very well. Like I said, the starting salary is at around $130,000. But eventually, I do want to make my way towards cruise ships, 100%. Definitely something American-based, like Princess, Royal Caribbean, Disney, if they're hiring at the time. With how much Disney's fleet is growing, it's going to be safe to say I could be working for them one day. I know Bryce definitely will. Oh, he might take that job when he graduates.
yes.
We've got a few more questions here. No, I'm not going to be gifting people free stuff. It's just the $100. That's a very generous donation to make to a live stream. I'm going to Galveston when I'm going to Maritime Academy. We love that. We recommend it.
We'd love to see you here.
Yes. And yes. Cruises are not going to pay well unless you're captain. Very cool as well. We're not giving away ships. That's just for that one guy. Disney Treasure's favorite cruise ship. I agree. It's a great ship. Hopefully we get
Disney Treasure? Oh, yeah.
Galveston here. We get the Wish maybe in 27.
Oh, that'll never happen. It's going to be probably a dream or a fantasy.
If y'all have questions for me, Bryce, or Zach and Tyler, just shoot in the chat and we'll answer that. I'd prefer to keep it stream related, but I'll answer questions.
We'll talk about anything cruise ship related, Maritime Academy, Merchant Marine, whatever you guys want to talk about.
The people need to know who's the best commandant. What's up, Scott? Well, we all know that our boy Commander Gomper.
Oh!
All right, folks. Yeah, see, the fog is rolling in at this time here. We're still streaming it live, but
they want Tyler's opinion on Icon.
Okay, Icon coming to Galveston. That is a excellent question here, folks. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer this one here. So again, for the folks who aren't familiar, Icon is coming to the Port of Galveston pretty soon. Not super soon, but pretty soon. Again, when she is in Galveston, she will be out of Pier 10 where the Harmony is at. We'll go ahead and pan you over there, folks, at this time. Get a shot of the Harmony on stream. And again, the fog is rolling in, but we still have some decent visibility. It's not that great, but still good enough here for the live stream. So the Harmony is docked where the Icon will be docked at Pier 10. Now, I'm excited. I think this is a great, and this is kind of the thing too, folks. You got to understand, right? Royal Caribbean only has so much room to put these ships, right? What I mean by that is they only have so much of locations for these classes of ships. So it's only a matter of time until Icon came to Galveston. The other thing too is the terminal, right? They built a brand new terminal here. So this is kind of a sign towards growth, right? Zach, what's your opinions on this? You know, it turns out Icon coming here to Galveston.
I gotta make sure I'm unmuted here.
You are.
I'm unmuted. Showing.
No, you're good.
Okay. Sorry, I was a little technical. Well, not technical difficulties. I'm just unfamiliar to the stream setup. So yeah, Pier 10. I'm sure most of you guys know by now is pretty new. I think it came out around 2022, around somewhere around that time. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, if you guys go onto the Port of Galveston's website, they have a new master plan, and that master plan includes up to 8 cruise terminals, which is a bit much for this port. 8 is a little controversial for the locals here. All right. But by all means, they could do it if they really wanted to.
So we got some questions here. What is the best college in the world? I mean, we all go to Texas Maritime.
Harvard University. No, I'm just kidding.
So, I don't know about that. We need more MSC. Well, in Galveston, yeah, we got the
Seascape is here year-round. I think they'll be here tomorrow, I think.
And the other thing is, in Cruise Ship Simulator, because I don't know which context, but we got the World Europa coming up. I don't know when, probably a month or two. What else do you have here? I love the Jubilee, been on it in early 24 inaugural season, made amazing memories. That's awesome. Oliver wants to see a pan to the other 2 ships.
Yeah, we're looking at the Norwegian Viva right now. Hopefully you guys can see it.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a zoom-in shot. Yeah, she's docked at the new Pier 16.
That's the MSC terminal, right, Zach?
I wouldn't say it's just for MSC. It's not branded towards any specific cruise line, but currently MSC and Norwegian both are currently sharing it. And with the port's expansion and they acquire more cruise lines, probably more are going to use it in the future. But yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Viva's a very good-looking ship. I'm excited because I'm going on it in March. And,
yeah, that's right. Spring break.
Yeah, so I'll be bringing back our infamous cruise vlog to the
TBS Discord if you're in it. And, yeah. And then here, you can see on the right, we got an oil rig. No, you don't care.
In case anyone is interested, that facility over there with that, we're pretty sure that's a crane, a giant sort of gantry crane looking thing. That's a Gulf Copper. Yeah, and we're not sure what it's doing there, but anyway.
We got a reported
update on the Mariner here. Mariner will likely be delayed. CBP paused boarding at around 11:30 a.m. Didn't resume till 12.
Oh, that is not good. I feel so bad for the intercruising staff. I know what that's like.
Yes. Do you think Princess will make a return? Are they going to wait for port expansion or Carnival to build the new port?
I'll take a shot at this cruising Chris M. So I work at the Princess Terminal. Like I said, I'm working in the Regal Princess tomorrow. I'm outside. I greet everyone. I'm like one of the first people they see. As of now, Princess has not released any itineraries from Galveston, and these itineraries go up to 2028. As far as I'm concerned, their ships are relatively full, usually selling at least 80% capacity. The only reason I could think that they won't return is Galveston may not be the largest moneymaker for them. You know, people might not be going to the casino as much, the bars, as compared to their more popular ports like Port Everglades, San Francisco, I believe, that's part-time, but yeah, I would love if they would make a return. It's a great moneymaker for the local economy, and yeah, but as of now, we don't know. I actually just got off the the Majestic Princess from Port Everglades about 3-4 weeks ago. And yeah, that's the ship that was supposed to be here after for the next cruise season. She's replacing the Regal, but yeah, now the Majestic, I think, is just going to the Caribbean. I'm gonna hand the mic back to Bryce.
All right, so we got a question. When is the Adventure setting sail? I'm assuming you're talking about Disney Adventure.
I imagine it's not Adventure of the Seas, but
right.
yeah.
Okay, so Disney Adventure is currently on a 4-night preview with our boy Ralph. You know, we got a friend.
Oh, you know, we can't mention names. Well, the first name is fine.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, he's a cool guy. But Adventure, she's doing her 4-night, and then she's gonna head back to Canaveral, do 2 nights dark with no passengers. Maybe media preview, but probably not. And then she's gonna hit the Panama Canal. She's also making a stop in the Caribbean. I forgot exactly where, and then I don't think she's staying on the West Coast. I think she's heading straight to Tokyo.
No, Singapore.
No, she's going to Tokyo.
Oh, Tokyo,
Yeah,
really?
And then she's going to Singapore. You know, according to the Galveston cruise president, we're getting the Disney Adventure in 2027. He said in a meeting one time, he said, "Oh, the new big massive Disney ship." No. He was making a mistake.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bryce, I don't know what you're smoking.
But we are hoping that with him saying that maybe we're going to get either Dream or Fantasy or something bigger out of here. Magic's a great ship. But, you know,
Roger Reed, I believe. We can say that name. He's very prominent. Roger Reed.
Maritime.
The CEO of the Port of Galveston.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure of his exact name, but yeah, he said that in the next coming years, Disney Cruise Line will be home porting a larger ship here. And I don't think anything is larger than the Magic except for the Dream class. So it is confirmed we will be getting at least a Dream class here in Galveston in the next coming years. It all depends on when Disney releases their itinerary. And Bryce, do you know anything about that when they do? Is there a certain time of year they release their itinerary?
So we just got word about 2 or 3 days ago that they're doing their summer itineraries in February. So I don't think we're going to see it until probably August, I think, on the early side, maybe even September, October. You know, Disney likes to wait, but yeah, you know, with the Port of Galveston president saying that, oh, we're gonna get a bigger Disney ship, basically, that's a very optimistic point. And you know, with Icon coming and all these cruise lines are putting bigger ships here. You know, we got the Norwegian breakaway coming in I think a year or so. So it's definitely growing.
Yeah, guys, we're going to change frames here real quick. There isn't quite anything happening right now. So we're going to zoom in on this tanker. Excuse me. Got to zoom in. There we go.
And we got a question for our boy Tyler. Your opinion on the sinking of the SS United States?
Sinking of the United
Real quick,
States.
We want to say thanks to our boy Starkura for donating $2 to Tyler. We really appreciate that, and
he is buying all of us dinner tonight, so we really appreciate these donations, guys. Thank you.
So yeah, folks, we're going to zoom in on the Houston Ship Channel for a second here. Again, Mariner's delayed. We'll be live here. Hopefully she leaves sooner than later. Again, we'll keep an eye on that. And then the Prima should be leaving sooner than later. She still has a bunker barge attached, though, at this time. Oh, the Viva. Sorry. Thank you, Bryce. I'm so used to the Norwegian Prima that was in Canaveral. It was here in Galveston, too, last year, so...
Guys, I'm going to hijack the mic. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm going to shift it slightly so we can get a better view of the Houston Ship Channel. There we go. Where was that one tanker? Yep, there we go.
Yeah, so there's some Houston Ship Channel traffic. So I believe the tanker you're looking at now on your screen is the Seaways Lookout. She came from, where is that? She came from somewhere.
Peru.
Yeah, Peru.
Callao, Peru. Never been there before. Never been to Peru, but yeah, that is quite a ways.
And then we got a bulker coming too. So that one came all the way up near Uptown in Houston. So she's coming soon. She'll meet pretty close. And then there's the Eco Yosemite Park behind the Seaways Lookout. They'll be passing here soon. And then we got the OSG Courage. Looks like she's coming inbound to Galveston,
American
but
flag.
she could be heading to the roads. So we'll get an eye shot on that here again. If you have any cruise questions, put those in the chat. Bryce is monitoring that. I'm monitoring it as well. Again, Norwegian Viva is bunker barged alongside why we are showing you cargo traffic here at this moment. And then Mariner supposedly has a customs border delay, so we're hoping they'll be underway sooner than later. If I watch every your channel next stream, can you get a shout out? I mean, look, shout outs to you. There's your shout out right there. So, I don't really do like shout outs in videos just because, they just date the video, but, I'll shout out to you right here on the stream, man. Shout outs.
So we had a question about why does the Disney Adventure never do its horns? Well, this is a controversial
Great question.
We don't have an official answer. This is just a best guess, but they've done When You Wish a few times, and that's it, like 2 or 3 times. It seems that the other day when Fantasy departed Canaveral, Adventure did try to respond because they did do their horn announcement, and you could hear it in a lot of different streams and videos. However, no horns came off. So the best guess is that they're either still programming it or they're still saving it for the christening ceremony because, and being that it sounds different than Wish and Treasure, they may still even be tuning it. You can find people who work on board this ship and see that, like, they're still doing a lot of construction on there. So I have to...
Real quick, why did I create Cruise Ship Simulator? Well, as Tyler said earlier, we all love cruise ships, and we all are in different sectors, and I think for me, I really wanted to make a ship game, and just the love of cruise ships, and then that ultimately inspired me, or one of the inspiring reasons to actually come to Texas Maritime Academy to study here. So, yeah. Where's christening taking place at? Word on the street is Tokyo. A lot of tanker bulk carriers are in the anchor zone right now with a Grand True. Yes.
I believe what Tyler is looking at right now is called Bolivar Anchorage.
Right now we're looking at is the Jubilee getting to their outer edges of Galveston. And folks, do stand by in the audio. I'm trying to get Bryce hooked up with his microphone. So it seemed like you're listening to desktop audio. So we're trying to get that set up here. I'm trying to figure out all of that. So we are standing by on that here. But in theory, you want to do a test, Bryce.
Testing. Is this better, guys? Or
yeah, give us a...
Is this if... we're in our beautiful residence hall that likes to flood whenever it rains.
Oh, yeah. And today is, oh boy.
Is this... What ship's this?
We're looking at
Testing.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got Bryce's audio set up now. So everything should be in the good here, folks. Again, folks, this whole plan live stream, this is the first time we're doing 3 people on commentary, so we appreciate you guys joining us. Bryce?
We got some more questions. I have a cruise on Monday, and we might have ice, so I'm wondering if if the Carnival Breeze will dock. Well, this is a question for Tyler or Zach.
On Monday, you said no, there shouldn't be a problem. Weather is supposed to be somewhat decent on Monday. Actually,
we canceled school, so I don't know about that.
We just got a text a couple minutes ago that all operations are going to be canceled for Monday, which, to say the least, we're all very happy about. Nice long weekend.
We got another question. Philly Shipyard released photo of the Lone Star and Golden Bear.
NSMVs, which stands for National Security Multi-Mission Vessel. And those are our brand new state-of-the-art training ships. This is the first time that, for us at least, Texas Maritime Academy has ever had a purpose-built training ship. Our previous training ship, the T.S. Kennedy, she's been towed away to the Ready Reserve Fleet in Beaumont, Texas. And we just got word 2 days ago from our deputy commandant that she is done. She has no longer a purpose, so she is going to be towed to the scrapyard in Brownsville, Texas, which is about a 2 to 3 day tow across the Gulf. And it's going to be quite sad to see her go, but she was built in 1967, originally, C4 class cargo freighter, and yeah, she did her time. She's been around long enough, to say the least. But yeah, she's gonna be gone. We're gonna be getting the TS Lone Star State around October of this year, but that could get delayed. You know how government projects go. But
just ships in general, shipping industry is, there's a lot of good intent, in terms of keeping schedules, but a lot of the time, because of delays and so forth, it just doesn't happen. But folks, what's pretty cool right now, hopefully you guys can pick up on it, there is a rush of ships, if you will, into Houston. They're trying to get in before the fog comes this evening. So again, we are waiting for the Viva to get her bunker barge done, and then the Mariner, for her to finish loading passengers and cargo before she sails. So it'll probably be really late tonight. But the Viva will be probably our last ship of the stream here. And
yeah, that was the first one.
so again, folks, we're right now looking at the roads here. So again,
yeah, for the meantime, we're just going to be focusing in and out of the Houston ship channel traffic. So what we're looking at right now is the Bolivar Island ferry. There's about 6 of these. They make runs to and from Bolivar Peninsula to Galveston Island. That is my commute to school whenever I go back home and drive. That is part of my 17-hour commute to South Florida.
Robert C. Lanier is the ferry vessel right there.
Good.
And coming up behind that, again, we got the OSG Courage. She'll be up on the roads here soon. She's actually make a turn to Galveston, but she's an ATV. She's pretty low, so probably not likely you'll see much of her. Overseas, Chinook, she's also coming and going to Houston. Then we got the Stolt Sun also going to Houston. And then a big Maersk coming inbound, a big Maersk container ship heading up to either Morgan's Point area or Bayport in Houston here. So big parade, if you will, of ships. And then we got a few more coming up this way. Again, we got that bulker coming in through the roads. Going right around Bolivar Cut. And then we have another container ship too. She's a little further out. So we have a lot of good ship traffic to keep us entertained here in the meantime here. And again, we're trying to figure out stuff standing by here. So
We got more questions.
all right, Bryce is back on comms here. So Bryce, take us away.
All right, let's see y'all's comments. Thank you for talking to me about Texas Maritime Academy. Yeah, no problem, Oliver. Let's see, what else do we got here? I'm hoping to go to Texas A&M, so it is great. There is a new ship for training. That is correct. TS Lone Star State. We're expected to have it
fall.
in the fall. Yeah, fall of 6. Sorry.
Again, pending everything being on time. So
Right, which
take it with a grain of salt. So
we
we'll get it by this winter, next winter, about a year from now.
in theory.
In theory. Right?
The state at Maine had they've replaced like 3 propeller shafts, and now they're replacing a propeller block. What else do we have? I have cruised out of Galveston a few times. Sometimes there are tons of tankers parked offshore. One time there were 17 of them. Why do they park so many tankers there? Well, we'll get back to that because
Yeah, we'll
that's
get to the
a long
roads in a
one.
minute.
Question.
That's a great
Bryce-
question.
So what we're
Okay,
currently
cool.
looking at right now, guys, hopefully you can see it's very
The
tiny,
car
is
ferry.
the OSG Courage.
Yes. Justin
It's
said
an
that ship
ATV,
spotted.
which means it's a barge and a tugboat connected through a screw, and it's detachable, although they really detach. Now, this ATV came from my favorite place in the world, my home port of Port Everglades, Florida, and is where I will be again for the Symphony of the Seas. Wait, nope, I lied. I will be in Miami for the Symphony of the Seas cruise for March 7th, I believe, of this year for my spring break cruise to the Caribbean.
Apparently we're echoing.
Uh-oh.
Anyways.
Yes. Well, let me adjust. I apologize for that, y'all. Let me figure that out. So, again, let me answer the questions here for a second. We'll get Bryce back on comms in a second, but again, with the echo, we'll have to make sure I monitor that.
So the first question is, why did we go to the A&M Maritime?
This is it right here for me. If you want to be truthful, this is it. This is the reason why. I mean, there's no other academy you can see this level of ship traffic from the academy itself. So that's my question. We'll go Zach, and then we'll go ahead and have Bryce answer lastly.
Yeah, so for me, I narrowed my choices down to 3 choices. Well, let me elaborate a bit first. In the United States, we have 7 maritime academies. One is Federal Maritime Academy, Kings Point. That is the school I originally wanted to go to. For the only reason being it is cost almost nothing to attend. Being in a federal service academy, there is no tuition. You pay in your service to your country, and that service being serving the merchant marine for at least 5 years. But I got rejected from them medically. I had I'm not going to go too in detail, but I had scoliosis, and they said no. So I accepted my offer from the Texas A&M Maritime Academy. Well, actually, they were the first academy I got accepted to. Second to Mass Maritime, who, I wasn't too keen on going there. I don't know if I can say it, but we have a slang or derogatory word for people that go to Mass Maritime. Can I say it, Tyler?
No. There's a lot of
never
very respectable people in the industry who went to Mass Maritime.
Right.
Bryce, go ahead.
All right. So for me, again, as I've said, the Roblox development side of things, and then just the passion. Well, more so the passion for cruise ships since my first cruise in 2017, and now I've been on, I think, 8 or 9, and then I'm going on one this year, the Viva, in March, and I'm going on the Destiny next year as well. So yeah, that's it for me. Just wanted to work on cruise ships. The other question we had was about the Bolivar Anchorage and why ships anchor there. Really, I mean, just a short version is that there's so many terminals along the Houston ship channel that they can go dock at. It's not for the Port of Galveston. Some of it is, but most of it is for the Port of Houston and all the little Texas City and all the little sub channels along there and sub docks as well.
Let me give more context to that. So go back to the question, Bryce, about Bolivar Roads.
I'll also say a little bit here. So while they're figuring out the chat, Bolivar Roads is what Tyler's been calling the roads for quite some time. Bolivar Roads is the inner anchorage for the 3 ports of Galveston, Texas City, and the Port of Houston. So Bolivar Roads is inside. I don't know if you guys can pull up Google Maps. Just type in Bolivar Roads. It should pop up. It is the inner anchorage area where it's mainly used for bunkering, which is taking on fuel for the ships and Coast Guard inspections. But yeah, that is it. We were going to pan to it in a little bit, but right now we have what appears to be a bulk carrier coming out. It's going to pass the OSG Endurance in just a few moments here.
Right. So we got 2 questions. Question 1, how does the student leadership work? Well, this is an interesting thing. So we have official core commandants who actually make sure that the student leadership aren't doing anything crazy. They have to get their ideas approved. But the student leadership, especially at the top, pretty much run the core. They make all the decisions, and they get to choose how they want it to be and what they want the core to be doing. And then other positions are just, making sure your company has good uniform standards, they're showing up where they need to be, and stuff like that. So it's definitely a good resume experience. I don't do it specifically just because I spend so much time working on the cruise ship game and studying and everything else. What's our opinion? What is all of our opinions on the mobile bay port? What y'all think about it? And was it very hard to make it into A&M? Well, the answer to the A&M one is no. I think you just need a C GPA or B GPA, so they're not too picky.
Yeah, A&M, our core of cadet programs, more specifically our marine transportation and marine engineering, is growing exponentially. We had and this is coming straight from our MART faculty advisors, and so yeah, this year we had a 37% increase in licensed option cadets enrollment from last year. And that means, I believe there's an additional 50 cadets compared to what it normally is. So the new fish class, the freshmen, we call them fish, that just came in is about 150 cadets, somewhere around there.
We had
maybe a bit. 220, yeah.
Yeah.
That was way off.
And what's your opinion on the mobile bay port?
You mean Mobile, Alabama?
Yeah,
Is that
Mobile,
what we're talking about? Or are you talking about the new one off of Tampa Bay that's being built on a mangrove?
Who's breathing into the mic? That's
It
probably.
may have been me. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we could use the bridge pictures. That'd be really good. So I need to get the math books. Math in the maritime industry isn't too terrible. It's more about steps in basic algebra, so it's not really terrible. And it's
Really about can you move triangles well.
Yeah. Two of the more math-intensive classes are, terrestrial navigation and celestial navigation. Yeah, it's nothing too hard. The hardest thing you'll have to learn is trigonometry, which then again is all on a step-by-step basis. So I'm going to pan to what we see now is our American friends, excuse me, hold on, not quite yet. The overseas, what is it, Tyler?
It's the overseas Chinook.
Overseas Chinook. I believe I know one of the mates on board.
Yeah, a lot of these U.S. flagships carry a lot of academy graduates from all around, A&M, especially on these overseas ships. A lot of them like to frequent on a few of these ships here. How do you feel about Port Canaveral expanding their port? So, yeah, let's answer that question here while we wait for some ship traffic here. It's a great question. So, right, if you are familiar, right, this channel was kind of started on being like the #1 source for Port Canaveral, right? Obviously, I've changed, as things changed, kind of shifted the direction of the channel for the better, but we still are really close and intimate to the knowledge operations of Port Canaveral here. So, Canaveral is at a point right now, they're landlocked, right? Canaveral is, it's growing towards cruising, and you know, there's a lot of ups and downsides to that, but in the end of the day, cruises is what Canaveral does really well. So that needs to be what is expanded on in Port Canaveral. And right now they are building a cruise terminal 4. It has some controversy behind it, but again, at the end of the day, they're really stuck. They need to be able to have about 8 cruise ships, just because of the demand, and plus the fact that, like, example for this Disney adventure coming in, this ship has to work around the schedule, where in theory they should be able to just accommodate these ships. So again, they're working on that. They're also working on cruise terminal #2. This one isn't really publicly talked about, which I find crazy because it is public information behind cruise terminal #2. That's happening too. So they're working on about 8 cruise terminals here, and it's needed because there's so much demand in terms of cruise lines wanting to come to Port Canaveral, but there's not a berth. So hopefully that answers your question. It's a little more drawn out question. Can we get up punching on the camera here? You can see these this bulker meeting the overseas Chinook here. Overseas Chinook, if you've seen the front of the bow here, it is made so it can go to the Loop, the Louisiana offshore oil platform system here. So that's what they see in the bow. So Bryce, any more questions?
All right, let's see. Are we expecting to do more streams? Yeah, we may try to hit the magic tomorrow, weather permitting.
And we may go to
Wolf for that one. Anyways, what else? Pepsi or Coke? I don't drink soda. I drink water.
Aggies, we're not allowed to say Coke. No, just kidding. Yeah, like Bryce, I'm a big water guy. I like iced tea a lot. Iced tea is sweet tea is my big go-to thing. You know, we're raised in the
Coke
South.
here. I am trying to be as these guys, healthier, cut back on my soda, but I do love me a good Coke. So I'm a Coke guy. Pepsi isn't bad though, but I do like Coke. They're not sponsoring me, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna go back to the questions, Mr. Bryce.
What kind of water? I just drink, well, in the...
What kind of water? What?
So I'm from Chicago, and up there we have a great water called Ice Mountain, but down here I'm really just drinking whatever, anything that's bottled.
I'm a big Costco water guy. I like their alkaline water. I don't know. It just has a smooth taste to it. I don't drink it so much for the electrolytes, but it's just one of those things, you know.
We had a question. Do we think
The Disney treasure will be based in Galveston? The answer is no.
Look, I've, you know, all 3 of us, we try and watch the ship sailways as much as we can, and the times that I've watched the Magic leave, the deck never seems that busy, to be perfectly honest.
She always blows the horn.
being how staged her sail away party is, she always blows the whistle, the Mickey whistle, right next to Seawolf Park. And I'm going to zoom in on what you can kind of see of Seawolf Park in a moment here.
So the question is, what's my favorite Disney musical horn? Well, the answer is Go the Distance on the Disney Destiny.
Go the distance.
I hope it stays a PCB.
Ships are not doing right now. They are
Yeah.
the exact opposite.
Yeah, we're sorry, guys. We're just as anxious as you are to see these leave. Now, Galveston's an interesting port, and the reason I say that is because we used to get the outcast ships of every fleet.
Yeah.
You know, we used to get the old ones, the little ones. We were the Tampa Bay, essentially. And then we got upgraded with first the Harmony, and then we got the Norwegian Viva, we got the Mariner, and then we got the Jubilee year-round. But Galveston isn't really a year-round cruise port. This is peak season for Galveston. Now, they are trying to become more year-round.
Yeah. Carnival's. You guys know the Jubilee is here year-round for the foreseeable future, yeah. And Carnival's itineraries, I don't think it's leaving Galveston. It's changing up the itinerary a little bit, doing 6 and 8 nights instead of just straight 7s. But yeah, Royal Caribbean and Carnival, I believe, are the only, and now MSC have their ships here year-round. And of course, Princess, unfortunately, is leaving us, but there is nothing we can do about that. And now, folks, we're going to pan right to the cruise ships, the Norwegian Viva.
Should be getting underway soon, right, Tyler?
Yeah, so folks, at this time, we're going to punch you in on the Norwegian Viva. We'll get over to the container ship passing by when she gets to the roads. But right now, we're going to focus our attention on the Norwegian Viva. She has her bunker barge cleared, which, again, I haven't seen yet if the Galveston, Texas City pilot boat has approached the ship yet, but we'll go ahead and focus on that while the road traffic takes a little bit of a break here until the next set of inbounds here. But again, we do appreciate everyone joining us. This is a really great turnout for the stream. And you asked Bryce kind of like what's happening with streaming here. Look, I promise I will be live as much as I can be. Here's the deal: we may do this style again, depending on how all of us feel at the end of the day. But yeah, we'll definitely do these like shorter, like 30, 45-minute streams right off the gate, down in around Galveston. Of course, I don't have like the infrastructure. Like this stream, we can do all this stuff here because we have the power infrastructure, right? But we don't have that down out by Pier 10 and stuff. So it's a little more condensed of a stream. So do note that here, but. As for me, yes, you're going to expect a lot more cruise content here with the cruise fam all the time.
Yeah, we've got it.
Now we've got an abnormal itinerary for our ship Norwegian Viva here. Usually she does, and if you look on Norwegian's website, usually she does 7-night Western Caribbean runs, which is like what I'm going to be doing in March, where you go to Cozumel, Roatan, Costa Maya, and Belize. Yeah, I don't know. There's 4 ports. But anyways, for this one, they're actually going to Ochos Rios after what looks to be 2 sea days: San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, St. John's, Antigua, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. I was just there, so that's cool. Puerto Plata, and Grand Cayman and Cozumel. So it looks like they're going to be out for about probably about 2 weeks here. 2 weeks even, 14 nights. So usually she doesn't do that, so that's nice to see. And that sounds like an amazing itinerary.
Yeah, again, these ships do some really unique things with the 14 nights. The Dream is coming back, I believe, tomorrow from that. I believe Zach actually is working on that ship tomorrow. The
Regal Princess.
Regal,
yes.
Sorry, not the Dream, but I believe she is in port too. Oh no, the Magic is in port tomorrow.
Magic and Regal are both in port.
Best ship, guys.
It's funny.
Disney Magic.
Regal normally is at Pier 28, which is the Port of Galveston's terminal. It's unbranded for any ship, but Pier 25 is the one branded for Carnival. And because Disney Magic is in tomorrow, the Regal Princess will be at Carnival's terminal, Pier 25 tomorrow. So as a terminal agent, when this sort of thing happens, usually we're moving. Am I correct, or is the Viva moving? I might just be going crazy.
We got a few.
Nope, I am
comments.
going crazy. Never mind, guys. She is not underway just yet, but any moment now.
We
The
got
bunker
a-
barge is underway. She should be taking a pilot any second now.
All right, so we got some comments here. Viking Octantis going to Navy Pier. Well, that's really cool to hear. We've got somebody talking about me getting a better mic. Yeah, for sure. Do y'all like New Orleans cruises? Yeah, but I think Galveston's the more supreme Gulf port. Let's see. Is there an option to work at the pier as terminal agent while going to school? Yes, Zach does exactly that. But there was one more thing I wanted to address, which was somebody had said that the Wish is coming to Galveston in 2027, in the winter of 2027. And wait, can I finish this first? And then it's been confirmed to us at Disney. So that'd be really cool if that's actually happening. I already won on Treasure. And anyways, Norwegian Viva is now underway. Very exciting to see. Looks like she's pulling off the dock here.
Yep.
And
crazy, guys. We have a few comments from the chat. Thank you, my fellow Zach YT_01, and Oliver for pointing out that she is moving. Yeah, she is pushing off the dock here. As we can see, she's going to pass off Harmony any second now. But yeah, it's about time. Yeah, she was supposed to be underway at 1600, 4 o'clock. And yeah, I guess the bunker barge was the only thing that delayed her. And we can see that our friend's going to put those Azipods to
It's buffering.
port. Up, it is buffering. Not
Of
sure
course,
if you
right
guys
when the
can
ship
hear
goes
me.
live, of course.
Of course, as soon as the ship leaves, that's great. Do you want me to put a hotspot?
I think it's back now.
Is it back?
Yeah,
Still
it is
buffering,
back.
isn't it?
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. We're not sure if you can hear
Yeah, it's not
us.
our fault. We can't control the Wi-Fi here, so
Oh, we're back. Great.
yeah, do bear with us, folks. But yeah, the Regal's creeping out slowly but surely. Not the Regal. Oh my, Viva. Oh my, Zach.
Wait, what did I say?
No, it's what I said. I called the Viva the Regal.
Oh, no. How dare you? That is not my favorite ship, but she is the love boat. Galveston time.
Do all the dorms face the port? No, they don't. I face Texas City from my view.
Yeah, mine as well. We're on the 6th floor. Tyler's on the 4th floor. And yeah, in case you guys didn't hear, we're doing this stream from Disney Bryce's room.
Yeah, so big thank you to Bryce for allowing us to set up in his room, take time out of his day. So big thanks to Bryce for, coming with us, letting me set up here. He has arguably the best room in Tama for this type of stream, so we appreciate that. So again, we'll be live here for her chase out, and then there's these 2 container ships. We'll get you those here on the stream, and then depending on this delay on the Mariner, I think we'll spool down the stream. Maybe we'll be back this evening for more. We don't know yet. But folks, again, we appreciate every single one of you joining us. We're not ending the stream, far from it. Again, just bear with the internet at this time. Again, we're not using hotspots, so it should be more consistent. But unfortunately, we do have this. But again, we are trying to show y'all the best live streams content here in Galveston.
Yeah, it's crazy how Norwegian is putting their top-of-the-line ships here. Like Bryce said earlier, Galveston back in the day was just kind of like an overflow port that cruise lines were putting just to test out the waters. But now that they realize it's a hot spot because of how many people live near Galveston and can drive to it within an 8-hour distance, all the cruise lines are putting their ships here now. And yes, so Norwegian Viva, I gotta get her right. I'm still confused between the Prima from last season.
I get the same thing there, Zach. It's funny, and that was me with the Aqua. Aqua was in Canaveral last summer. I was working out there at the port, and I was always saying, "Oh, it's the Viva or the Prima," but it's
they
it's
all
the
look
Aqua.
the same, kind of. The Guy Harvey livery is very nice. That's the one thing that differentiates them. Let me ask you something, guys. Do you? If anyone's been on the Viva, do you guys care for the go-kart track? Personally, I haven't sailed on her. I think it's a major waste of space. They could have put something else or something.
It looks amazing. It's long, it's fast, 30 miles
Oh
an
my
hour.
goodness. That activity only lasts like, what, 5 minutes? And
They say you can go 30 miles an hour on that go-kart track.
They could have put another pool.
And
They could have made, I don't know, some.
you can put a pool in up there. You crazy?
No, I'm saying they could have put another one in where that go-kart track is.
That's a waste of space. I think either a roller coaster or would be a good pick. Now, they did do that. The slide coaster, I saw it in St. Thomas. Oh, they agree that the go-kart's a waste of space.
Oh, thank you.
I disagree. I don't know. I'll let you know in March.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you for agreeing with me. Here is the Viva sailing port side adjacent to the Harmony of the Seas.
And this is a really hard view to get. People don't understand. This is a really hard view to get anywhere else, but from like this location. Seawolf, you can kind of get a decent view of this, but
this is prime content here.
this is.
Now, on the topic of Norwegian Viva, all right, I'm going to leak something to y'all in this chat about Cruise Ship Simulator, okay, and you cannot share this. I know y'all have been asking us forever, oh, when are we getting Prima when? Well, the truth is we do have a developer working on that. I couldn't tell you when it's going to come, but in the near future for sure. So we do have somebody finally working on it. Anyways, back to Tyler and Zach.
Yeah, this is super cool of a perspective here. Again, this is super cool. We're able to do this. So big thank you, Bryce, for allowing this to happen. It's really cool, folks, seeing this stuff live. It's hard to explain. Galveston doesn't really have as I said earlier, the big cruising community that there's a big fan base of people who love cruise from Galveston. But in terms of content creators and cruise, local cruise aficionados, it's not really there. So, doing this, this happens all the time in Canaveral, Miami, but this is kind of a really untapped market here in Galveston. So we appreciate everyone checking us out. If you guys liked the streams, please hit that like button, smash the like button, if you will. It shows YouTube to reach it out. Of course, once the stream ends, they reach out, but it kind of helps with the reach after the stream if you go ahead and hit that like button. Now, we appreciate everyone joining us in the live chat here. And again, thank you to Zach also stepping in on commentary today and helping answering some of these questions here. Bryce, any good comments, questions, concerns there in the live chat, buddy?
Let's see. Is that the Harmony in the background? Yes, it is. So again, she came back a day early. We usually don't have two Royal Caribbean ships in Galveston at the same time. We have the Mariner and the Harmony, and usually they're not in on the same day. So Harmony's at the Royal Caribbean terminal, and they kicked poor Mariner down the street. Down pretty far down the street, actually. And what else do we have? Will the go-karts work on the... I don't know. I'm not going to answer that because I don't want to make a promise.
Well, what's the question, Bryce?
They want to know if the go-karts will work on the ship model we're making. It could. I have a few questions about liveries with Breakaway. Will we see other variants, and will we see the Carnival livery for Excel class? Probably not. Juke said we'd have to remake that. Who are the OGs here since the Bryce paying? I don't know. Anthem of the Seas is a problem. Do you ever think... Do you think we'll ever get Quantum class in Galveston?
Oh, that's going to be... I mean, anything's possible. And we had Quantum class in Everglades. And Quantum class sailing from Florida is...
and they took it away, though.
They did take it away, yeah. Or excuse me, it was the Ovation, I think, two seasons ago. Odyssey, that's right. Odyssey was 2 seasons ago sailing out of Everglades. I saw her, actually. It was... it's nice seeing something different, having a bit of variety. And that's what we're getting here in... Galveston with Carnival next season. We were getting the Sunshine or the Sunrise. I'm not forget.
Yeah, one of those ships. It's really cool seeing that again. It's kind of it's kind of a small complaint, right? We should be grateful for all the ships we have, but the lineup is kind of lackluster, in terms of Carnival. The Jubilee is great, and then you got the Breeze and the Dream. They're twin ships, but at least we're getting something in addition to that. So. That would be great. Yeah, Sunshine or the Sunrise.
Sunrise. I know the Sunrise is the ex-Carnival Triumph, the poop cruise.
Oh, goodness.
Check that out on Netflix. The documentary was okay. It's not the most entirely accurate, in my professional opinion.
Didn't they interview, the galley cook or something?
Yeah, and Yeah, guys, the whole documentary, I'd rate it about like a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's interesting to watch, but it's not the most accurate. It's just something that you can put on in the background. And this is just my opinion, you know, my views are mine, my own. But yeah, that was just okay.
The cook was iconic.
Let's see.
Yeah, smoke coming up.
All right,
from
here
the
we
drain
go.
or
Some
something.
comments from Bryce.
So we got a question. Do you know if we ever get the dream class? Well, there's debate as if to we'd get Wish or if we'd get Dream or Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, I do think we'll see a bigger ship for sure. But yeah, and love you, NCL, Escape, Bliss, and Joy. Okay, great. Quantum class and CSS when? The guy who's going to make that doesn't really work as much as he used to anymore, so I have no clue. Cook was iconic. Tyler show Carnival lineup is better than the mobile one. Oh, it is. Oh my gosh, we stole a ship from Miami too in the upcoming future. If Galveston is added to CSS, will it be by Cozumel? Yeah, I'm trying to get CPT to do Galveston. Can we see the Jubilee livery at CSS? Probably not right now. No. Beyond, what was your question? Can I have treasure? No, sorry. Let's see. Yeah, if you all have any other questions, just keep putting them in there and I'll address them periodically.
Yeah, so I want to comment on something here. I think, talk about Mobile, right? I mean, Mobile is, it's kind of
Sweet home.
good that, they're putting a ship back in Mobile. Remember when they didn't have a cruise ship in Mobile? Remember that, right? After the Fantasy was, I think, out of Mobile. I think that one, obviously got sold for scrap. I think it was the Fantasy. I mean, one of those Fantasy class ships, right? And the issue with Carnival, right? They don't have a ship for these smaller markets, right? Tampa needs a ship. The bridge, luckily they can put a Spirit class there, but some of these other ports you can't do that. Jacksonville, yeah, you could kind of squeeze the Spirit class, but they have to have the Elation. So it's cool that Mobile even has a cruise port. I mean, again, you got to consider it. It's the closest cruise port, but then you also have to consider how, in theory, close it is to the river, right? The Mobile is, it's
quite a long pilotage.
It is, but it's also, you got to consider well, I could just go to, New Orleans, which isn't terribly far.
They want you to zoom in. Is that max?
We are, I think, all the way in. Again, folks, we are can't see people, but I think we are zoomed all the way in. Yeah, we're all the way in. We can zoom out, show you what it would look like if we weren't zoomed in. This is what it would look like if you weren't zoomed in. So.
Oh yeah, right. When we go spotting at Seawolf, again, the weather's terrible today.
Yes.
We would be able to give you a
much closer zoomed in performance here. But yeah, we had a question about, okay, the answer to that's no. Okay, and no. Okay, Tyler, keep going.
Yeah, so I want to add on to that. So folks, again, big thanks to Bryce for even making this possible. Again, without this whole stream wouldn't have been possible today. The weather is absolutely terrible. It's cold outside, it's raining, and then there's fog rolling in. As you saw during the stream, we got some fog. Luckily it left, but it was there for a brief second. So this is the best you're gonna get. Plus, we're climate controlled. We can be in here. We can be live for 10 hours doing this, which you can't do out there at Seawolf. But yeah, we'll get you zoomed back closer in like we did at Pier 10 last week. Again, that whole stream, ships were delayed like it is today. Mariner, poor ship, has no good luck. She was delayed really bad on Monday because of the terminal being shut down. And then you go ahead and have her get a customs and border hold on there. So that's terrible. We're going to zoom you into this container ship while we wait for the... Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Tyler here, but according to our friends at Marine Traffic, the Mariner of the Seas just took a pilot on board thanks to the pilot boat Texas. So in the next, what do you think, 15 to 30 minutes, you should be getting underway.
Okay, well, that's a good sign then, folks. We'll stay live here for that. I was debating on staying live here. What you're about to see here is the Maersk ship getting in frame here. We'll go ahead and show you the Viva here in a minute. She's in a bad spot right now in terms of our camera placement. So do stand by for the Viva return to there. But this is a pretty cool shot of a Maersk ship. Actually, this winter break, I was on board 2 Maersk ships for a project that I will release more details. But there's another one passing. So you're going to see 2 large container ships passing here at the ball of our roads here really soon. So yes, we will show you the ship again. Unfortunately, folks, it is in a no-go zone spot. So
the windowsill.
There's a giant bar blocking you guys. So we give it about another 35 seconds, and we'll go ahead and try to get you over there. And if it's not, we'll figure it out here.
And once the Manor gets underway, guys, we're going to be seeing an extremely rare shot here. 2 Royal Caribbean ships in Galveston.
What you're about to see here is it's legit going to be history in the making.
It's true.
Yeah, it never happens. This never happens. It's going to happen one more time here, scheduled.
March. No, February.
February.
Sometime in February. The Allure and... Oh my goodness. Disney Bryce.
Oh.
Showing his Disney Wish ship model.
We're going to put you back on the ship. Let's see. I mean, you may...
Can you?
No. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you guys are...
Yeah, this big black bar
Once the ship gets to right there, folks, we'll put you back. But yeah, you guys are unfortunately not able to be seen. So we apologize for that. But again, you know, at least we have a live stream, folks, you know.
You can't see it.
And the Mayor ship's going out of frame too, but
yeah, let's pan back to the Harmony for the time.
Yeah, we'll get you back on the Harmony for a second.
Oh boy.
Poor Bryce there in the background.
Yeah, the cold weather's making everyone a little sick.
Yeah, as you can hear, folks, I've been struggling with something for the past few weeks, so it's going around Galveston, this sickness here.
But hey, it's okay. We have Monday to feel better, and
that's right.
Actually, here, what I'm gonna do, guys. Sorry for the shaky. I'm just gonna adjust the camera, move it slightly because Viva's making her turn now.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Zach, thinking outside the box, moving the camera.
Hopefully, you guys can see it. Is it coming in well, guys? Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she is steaming here, trying to bring it up to speed. Yeah, and she is currently, what we've been talking about for the last hour is called the Roads. This one area stretches out from the eastern extremity of the jetties to, I'd say, the west end of Boulevard Peninsula. And this is where the ships anchor out. You know, as you can see here, the Viva is turning to starboard. Going to steer a course of around 085. To exit the channel, drop her pilot off, and then she's going to, I believe, what Bryce said, Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Yeah.
And yeah, here she is. Actually, only zoom out or pan left. She's next to this tanker at Anchorage.
This is a beautiful shot, and again, folks, this is kind of a cool perspective. You don't really see. If we just go like 2 stories down, like you get kind of blocked by the trees here. So this is a really neat perspective of the ship. And we'll have the Mariner coming up here soon. Yes, we'll go ahead and you want to go put your headphone on. We'll go ahead. Bryce has some questions for us to answer.
Question, well, thanks to whoever said I'm the best person in the world, but that's not the point. How long is the pilotage at Galveston? That's a good question for Tyler and or Zach, because I don't really know, to be honest.
Tyler knows some of the people at Galtex. I can't say who.
Yeah, so Galveston Pilots is, I haven't had the chance to ride on board ships. So this is all coming from, you know, kind of questions and things I've had answers to. So Galveston Pilotage it's about 2 hours for about the shorter job, and it's probably about I would probably say maybe max about 3 hours. Maybe you can get about an hour and a half for a really short job, but. Again, they go about...
You're saying from Galveston to the sea buoy.
Oh, Galveston from the sea buoy. This job right here is probably going to take a pilot about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, they go pretty far out. The sea buoy is about maybe 2 to 3 miles from shore. So, yeah, it's not like Port Everglades where the sea buoy is like a quarter mile out and then they drop it off. Now, this pilotage is takes a bit of time here.
And the other thing, too, to think about, folks, when it comes to pilotage here in Galveston, too, it is a longer job because they have to, dock the ship. There's no docking pilots here. Docking pilots is a very unique history. It was kind of implemented, from what I was told, in around one of the world wars to kind of speed up ships departing port, right? Kind of speed up that aspect of it. But docking pilots last from the Northeast all the way down to Jacksonville. It's a really unique thing. It's really kind of cool because, like typical most pilot associations, they deal with from the sea buoy to the dock, or in the case of the river pilots, they deal with certain stretches of the river. But these pilots deal with everything from docking the ship to, of course, in cruise ships, they don't actually touch the controls. That's up to the cruise ships. But with cargo ships, docking it. So again, those jobs take longer to happen. So again, it depends on type of ship they're on too, how long it is from the dock to. It also depends if you have to spin around or not. So that's a big factor too. Here's the deal: if you have to spin around, you're going to add about 30 minutes to the pilotage.
Shout out to our buddy Tugboat Joe. He's not here right now, but he knows the ins and outs of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, shout outs to you, Tugboat Joe. You are the
we'll have legend. To send him the live stream. I doubt he's watching, but
hey,
yeah. Anyway, guys, after this, Mariner, like I said earlier, took a pilot, so she should be getting underway here soon.
Yeah, this is really good.
Going to where? Just Cozumel, I think.
Yeah, she's doing a 5-night, 5-night cruise. She'll be back on Thursday. So she'll be sailing to Cozumel, I think Costa Maya.
Yeah.
Again, I think she only does Costa Maya. I don't think she does Progresso. Some of the Carnival ships does Progresso, so that's why. But I believe she is heading there. Yeah, Bryce is saying Disney does Progresso as well. So Zach's going to go ahead and see.
Oops, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that's good.
Here we go.
So, folks, this is, it looks somewhat far away, but like in terms of like what we can see, this ship's probably, what would you say?
3 miles away.
I'll probably say at this point, probably 4 miles away.
Yeah, we're about like 100 or so feet in the air, so we can see quite a bit further. But yeah, normally we're on the ground when Tyler does his live streams. Of course, this is on Tyler's channel. He is normally at the pier adjacent to Pier 10, where Royal Caribbean sails from.
Yeah, I go live there sometimes, depending on what ship traffic we have, or sometimes I'll stay here on Pelican and get a different perspective, if you will. And then I also go live kind of all over the place. One place I haven't gone live yet, one place I maybe will try to do, is maybe go live from Fort San Jacinto over there.
Oh,
that's a very unique thing. So, try to be, switch it up for you guys. I don't want you guys looking at the same shots every single time. It's kind of cool thing about Galveston too. There's so much ship traffic and stuff, like this big container ship here about to be passing through the roads to Bolivar. So gonna get you focused on that. Again, the Viva is out of shot here. Again, folks, we're waiting on the Mariner to go ahead and get into frame.
Oh, we're gonna get a nice little sunset gradient here shortly. It'll be very nice.
Yeah, and this camera does pretty well in low light. So
Being cut off by a container ship.
No, we're showing the container ship.
No, okay.
It's supposed to be it. Yeah, what is this? This might be one of the ships that we passed by when we came out on the T.S. Kennedy. Again, guys, for those that might be interested in our career, our summer sea terms, I'm going to send a link to my video. It just kind of highlights what we did over the summer. Just take a glance at that.
Oh, questions. Put your headphones on there, Bryce. Bryce has some questions. We're going to go ahead and answer those.
JT with hopefully in August I'll be able to watch some ship departures after O week. You all will probably be the ones yelling at me. I'm not in leadership. It could change. I haven't closed the door to that, but yeah, theoretically, we'll all be juniors at that point. Or no, we will be. We should be now. I mean, I should be able to, but they said no to that. Anyways, could I say something about Project 2026? It's on hold right now. We're kind of enjoying Cruise Ship Simulator while we can, but it will be more realistic than CSS. The big constraint is we all are in school and, you know, our time's already limited. Now, but we do want to do it, of course. It's just we're a little busy. And realistic ship sim with bridge in, yes, that's correct. Yep, that's correct. How many Robux? Probably 250 for that one, for the Project 2026. And I thought I saw a question. Oh, yeah, no, we can't do Excellence class liveries because it's a Blender model, so we'd have to remodel it. And just to confirm for y'all, next Friday we're adding the Pinnacle class. It has a Cunard livery, Ronard, and we have Holland America, aka Bloxland. Now, the thing is, the caveat is I'm not going to give you the ship for free if you own the Ronard pack. You're going to have to buy it with Game Cash. What I may do is make the Ronard pack include the livery. But you wouldn't get the ship. You'd have to buy the ship with cash, and then you'd have exclusive access to the livery. The other question I saw, too, and this is a highly anticipated port, is we're adding the Port of Miami. So we're anticipating that that'll all come Friday night, and hopefully we'll see Galveston at some point, but I don't know when that'll be. But anyways, back to Tyler.
I'm going to check if Mariner is off the dock with our friends at Marine Traffic. Not yet. She has her pilot on board, but she is not yet underway. That should be any minute now, though.
Yeah, which is a good sign. You know, there's a lot of traffic happening on the ship channel to keep us occupied. You know, this is kind of the cool thing. You know, you go to some of these other ports and they're like, no, the ship's not moving, and you're like, oh man, there's nothing to see. That's the opposite problem here. There's so much maritime operations underway at this time around the local area here. So we're looking forward to showing you all of that here. It's hard to believe, right, that there is so much maritime traffic flowing through this one stretch of waterway here.
Yeah, I believe this ship channel alone, or Bolivar Road, sees $28 billion of, that's a quick little fact for you guys there. That's how much commerce passes through here each year. And it is only going to continue to grow. You know, there's more cruise ships, more tankers coming in.
The ship on the screen, good question. The ship on the screen is the Norwegian Viva. She is underway. Bryce, what itinerary is she doing yet again? Bryce told us a really good rundown. I'm going to have him say that for y'all yet again.
All right, so again, we're departing Galveston today, right now, and then we got Ochos Rios, Jamaica, in about 2 days, 2 sea days. Then we got San Juan, Puerto Rico on January 29th. There'll be a sea day between that and Ochos Rios. Then we're going to be in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. And then the 31st, we're going to be in St. John's, Antigua. And on the 1st of February, we're going to be in St. Thomas. And then February 2nd, Puerto Plata, Amber Cove, Dominica. And if you didn't know, Disney's going there in their new itinerary release on the Destiny. February 3rd will be a sea day. February 4th, Grand Cayman Island. February 5th, Cozumel. And then February 6th, sea day. And they will be back to Galveston in 2 weeks' time. Let's see if we got any more questions while I'm at it. We're not adding NOLA and mobile to the game. Mariner's dropping lines right now. I have a
Make a whole. Oh, there we go. We are back, folks. Thank you for standing by as we deal with the connection. Had to switch to the hotspot. That's because at this time the internet here at Tama took a crap. I don't know what the deal behind that was, but we are still live nonetheless here. Mariner C is coming very soon. You can barely see the Norwegian Viva, but yeah, it is a very like snail pace live stream here, folks, but we appreciate everyone.
In the meantime, I'm going to pan back to the Harmony.
Yippee, we are back. Yeah, so I won't point on the Harmony for a second, folks. Any questions? Again, Bryce is monitoring the chat at this time.
Now I have a story.
Oh, Bryce, story time. Let's hear it, Bryce.
Well, anyways, Harmony of the Seas, great ship. I've been on it. It's a little dated at this point, but very beautiful there in the distance. Yeah, I don't know. I had a story, but I don't want to share it. Anyways,
Michael Bailey.
Virgin Voyage question, yeah. Virgin Voyage question, no. Oh, it stopped working again.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
We're all sick and dying. Great.
Tyler coughing off a storm. Shout out to our buddies Scott and Hunter. I'm not sure if they're watching, but shout out to them.
We're
They're
at
also
30.
big in the cruising
They said we
industry.
missed a lot. I know I have.
It's ResNet.
So, folks, again, stand by here. We are
Can't hear you.
well, even on data.
Oh wait, no, we're live.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's just ResNet is down. So, but we are on the backup to the backup here, folks.
All right, we're going mobile.
It's showing that
We are going the distance, as
Doing
Bryce would
fine
say here.
Oh. Why are we looking at Harmony Stern and just Harmony Stern?
That is because right now there is nothing going on, but we can go ahead and position the camera any way we want. So this time, folks, if you have any requests in terms of what you guys want to look at,
we can show them our lovely parking lot.
no,
Oh,
we're
okay.
not
Yeah, let's
showing
do that.
the parking lot.
We're gonna pan down here. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's the beautiful Disney Wish model. You can get it on the ship. It costs like $500, but it's huge. I mean, this is my hand for
Oh,
comparison.
let me
So, you know.
let me hold on, folks. You can see this beautiful. Let me know. Let me.
Are we zooming out here?
No, we're gonna get some. There we go.
Oh, all right. So anyways, yes, Disney Wish, and this is my hand for comparison. We also have the Disney Treasure that Zach will grab.
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm taking the light away.
But so anyways, this is the better model of the two, and you can only get it on the Wish. Sorry. And then this is the beautiful Disney Treasure that our friend sails on.
let
as
me
you
get
can
the
see
lighting.
here. Oh yeah, and see it's got sparkly, and it sparkles, and it's very pretty. But it is like also like smaller than the Wish one. All right. Anyways, back to the Harmony.
Waste of money, if you ask me. $400. You know, I could get a very rather big, about the size of my hand, 2 times the size of my hand, ship model of the Majestic Princess for $40. So yeah, Disney Cruise Line. I'm sure it's a great.
I'm not showing you the room. It's really dirty.
Yeah, we're not doing that, guys. This is I don't, for people who don't know who Bryce is, probably like, why are we showing this guy's room? Oh, you can't hear our audio. What? I don't know. Maybe it seems like an issue on.
Tyler's part. No, it's kidding.
I mean, it looks like we have audio. I mean, I don't know. No, it's like any of us have a phone.
Anyways,
Anyone else hear audio? Because we should hear something, right?
Now we can. I guess audio's back. Okay, good.
Summer sea term, I'm assuming freshmen are on board, and that's just a matter of watch maintenance. My cousin just graduated from here in December. It would be nice to get some insight. Pretty excited. Yeah, shoot us.
Is that Tyler Williams?
Oh, Tyler Williams.
Yeah, Tyler Williams I'm not sure. He used to be our CO and Charlie too. That's before our time, but I know of him. Trucks.
Somehow we're looking at a truck, folks. Bryce is running the camera, so whatever he wants, and this is for his room. So Mariner should be here sooner than later, cruise fam. We'll go ahead and show you
Let
that.
me see.
But somehow we're looking at a truck. Oh, we love the truck.
Dude, that's amazing.
Prime content. I'm gonna zoom in on the rest of. This is our lovely undeveloped Pelican Island here. Yep, there's.
So, folks, we just see some great questions. Yeah, so to answer your question, JT, summer sea term, everyone's on board. Sophomores who didn't go commercial, and then you got freshmen, of course, and seniors. Freshmen, kind of a glorified AB, but yeah, let's Mr. Bryce. He knows more about the sea term than me at this point.
All right, so I've been on my first sea term, okay, on the beautiful 1952 or 62 T.S. Kennedy. She's very old. Well, she's sitting in Beaumont now, and she's getting the razor blades in about a year or so. But
the thing is, so yes, on sea term, here's how it goes. We spent about a week or two in Galveston, just on the dock. We were doing rotations. We didn't officially start class yet. I think we had like a class day. But you have 4 rotations on sea term. You have watch, you have maintenance, you have utility, and you also have classroom, okay? So sea term itself is 4 credit hours, and you take a few tests. There's a big final. The final of sea term is hard. But otherwise, freshman sea term is really easy. When you're on watch, you're standing as what we call a bow lookout. So modern ships won't really use that because a lot of them also have cameras at the front, like the Disney Wish and Treasure and Destiny. But they do put people on the bow if it's really busy and they can't see, and they just want an extra set of eyes up there. The other thing is we do stern lookout. Now, you wouldn't really use that in the industry unless you were backing a stern, really. But we do that on sea term, mainly to give the freshmen something to do. We also do a port wing lookout and a starboard wing lookout. Now, if you're familiar with the T.S. Kennedy, you do know that it does have a exterior bridge wing. So even in rain, you're standing there. Very fun time, and heavy seas too. You're also standing there. If it's really bad, they bring you inside because obviously safety is priority, but yes. You also do little rounds on the ship to make sure that everything's in order, and it's really just practice for when you're in the industry one day. Moving on to maintenance. Maintenance during the school year is usually chipping, painting, and all of that stuff. But when you're on sea term, it can be inspecting lifeboat rations, inspecting pyrotechnics, which is like your flares, your rockets, and everything else in the lifeboats. And we also inspected what we call EEBDs, emergency escape breathing devices. Yes. And we also inspect fire extinguishers because that's something third mates do, and they want to get you kind of familiar with that. And also busy work, to be honest with you. You've got
that's all they ever gave us.
You got 400 cadets on the ship, so it's a lot of busy work. But it's a good time overall. It's kind of long, 80 days. We went to New York City, which was amazing, and then we went 12 days at sea to Belfast, Northern Ireland. That was my first time going to Europe. Amazing port. You won't see that with the NSMVs, really, to be honest with you, just because for the next few years they don't really want to leave the shore, just because the Empire State broke down a few years ago. And as you might have heard, the Patriot State just caught on fire the other day. So, the ships are very problematic compared to the old reliable T.S. Kennedy, which was steam-powered, but it is a very exciting time for us Maritime Academies getting these brand new ships. I mean, these things hold, I think 600 cadets and 4-person rooms. On the Kennedy, we had 75-person berthings. Granted,
they're not doing that anymore.
It wasn't full on ours. I think we had 50. Now, some of the berthings were, but ours was 40 to 50. And we were sailing with Maine Maritime, which was a fun experience. Utility. This is a big one you're going to do on sea term. It's either a very easy day where you can work on classwork, or it turns into scullery for about 8 hours, and that's a fun time. You're just washing dishes and basically working the restaurant, or the mess, we call it. The restaurant's a very nice word for what that was. The food's pretty terrible, I'm not going to lie. The desserts were great, but the food's, it's limited. We'd have really long lines just to get food, at meal times, and they split it up too by company, or company and watch and whatever your rotation was. But we also had internet, so that was fun, and you don't really work that much on the ship. I mean, you do, but you're not working that takes maybe an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours. It just depends what you get assigned. Then you've got about an hour to 2 off for lunch, and then you head back up for afternoon formation, and then you'll proceed to do another maintenance muster and do maintenance till, on theory, 3 o'clock, but usually, sometimes it'd be 20 minutes, it just depended, because we were getting rid of the ship, so we weren't really trying to maintain it too well. We did what we had to, but we didn't, a lot of it was busy work.
And then after that, you had the rest of the day off from 3 till 10. Now, the thing is, though, sometimes you'd have watch the next day, and that cycle at sea would flip at midnight. And so if you were just on the rotation, you may want to actually go to bed because you got midnight watch from 12 to 4. But overall, sea term's a fun experience. I think commercial's the best. Commercial, they also say, is the hardest because you're genuinely working, and you are generally an employee. But yeah, anyways, let's see. When is MSC Roll Class coming to Galveston? No, I was kidding. That's not happening. Yes. Wait, what? The fire was in the incinerator room. That's correct. They're going through the Panama Canal already, actually. What else do we have?
If you're talking about the Patriot State, they're already docked in Panama City.
Oh, that's fun. You work on the bow watch on the local ferry. I love that. That's great. All of Mariner's lines are in now. Awesome. Should I go to a Maritime Academy? I want to be a cruise captain. All right, I'm just going to be for real.
The school would love to take your money, but you do your own research. Figure out what you want. I have a mic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd recommend doing a lot of independent research. Look, if you want quality of life, this is it. This is completely unbiased. You got cruise ships you're allowed to leave every night.
Mm-hmm. And you have Galveston, Houston, Texas City, Dallas is 4 hours away, San Antonio is 4 hours away.
There's a lot
to do. And the airport's like a 45-minute drive, too.
Good airport.
Let's see. What else do we have? MSC World Class coming to CSS. I don't know, whenever Jukes finishes it. Anyways, what else do we have? Wait, is the stream paused again?
No, this guy's stream is not paused. We were just having it.
What the hell are we looking at?
No, don't move it. We're waiting for the.
For the Mariner.
We are,
okay.
Zoomed. Yeah, folks, we are punched in at this time, looking at the Mariner of the Seas here. She'll be coming by the Gulf Copper and then out to sea in the next few moments. Get you guys a nice track of that. And right now what's happening, there's a few more inbounders, but you can start to notice the fog is slowly rolling in. So they're about to close the channel here in the next 2 hours. So that's another cool thing and interesting to watch.
Now, me and Tyler are currently enrolled in Captain Peterlin's meteorology. And Tyler, for our viewers, do you want to share what we learned about fog and how it's created?
Yeah. So what's really interesting about fog, right? Fog is all about. It's kind of the same thing. Water needs to go somewhere. Water vapor, right? It makes up the smallest section of the scale, right? Water vapor is like tiny, but it's important, right? That's kind of why the best way Captain Peterlin, described kind of how fog, because water in general, right? You take a shower, right? You take a shower, and once you take a shower, you put on hot water. I mean, I like taking hot water showers, right? So you put it on hot water. Once you put it on hot water, after you take a good shower, it's all foggy in the room. And that's kind of how fog is, right? All this water vapor needs to go somewhere. And it kind of changes the atmosphere. Now look, it's a controlled environment, right? If you left your door open, typically, the water vapor wouldn't be as foggy or steamy in it. Again, the long way I'm saying here is, once you turn on a fan to heat the environment, of course, the water vapor goes away. So that's kind of fog. I mean, Bryce probably can yap a little bit more into that. Maybe Zach, too. He took that.
Just to add on, saturated air. So basically when the air becomes full and there's nowhere for the water to go, it becomes fog. And it also comes with cold, I think, too, right?
I have no idea. Dude.
Anyways,
let's see. All of us, it's an SCCW requirement.
Did you see my book suggestion on delivering the wow? It's about Royal Caribbean. Interesting. A&M is a beautiful campus. I agree. Bro is laser jet to beside. Treasure in turn to Port CC. Treasure already left Port Canaveral. Laserjet, he's a great guy. We love having him on the TBS team as a contributor. And you can actually see some smoke blowing over across the parking garage at the terminal.
UTMB right there. So what's going on, what you're looking at? You're probably like, what are we looking at, Tyler?
It's
Come on,
steam.
There's got to be something to see. So that's steam. That's always there, right? But UTMB kind of has their own power plant thing going on. So we're zoomed into UTMB. We're also zoomed into the parking garage of Pier 16. That's what you're looking at right there, folks. Probably look at the Harmony, but again, we're waiting on the Mariner, which should be in frame any second now. Again, we have the pilot on board and they're heading outbound, so you'll see that on camera here in the following moments here. So we're trying to get you shot in on that, so once it gets in a frame, y'all can see it. So y'all will be the first people to kind of see it here as it peeks around Gulf Copper here and passes Pier 16, up in Pier 10, outbound to sea. And then once she gets outbound here, we'll kind of spool down our coverage, but that will be in a little bit. So enjoy the stream while it is. Again, Bryce is monitoring the chat for questions. We'll go ahead and answer those along. We like to keep this stream as interactive as possible here. Again, that's why we brought in Bryce today. We brought in Zach. We're hoping to bring in more people who enjoy cruise talking, who are good people. So, again, big thank you to everyone tuning in.
One of these days we're going to get our... Sorry to interrupt, Tyler. One of these days we're going to... Sorry, hopefully you guys can hear me now.
Oh,
we're going to bring in our buddies...
Rick
Hunter
Wade.
Newton. No, we're not mentioning Rick Wade. He's a good person, but his content is... All right, Bryce is laughing.
Bryce is dying, I guess. Oh, guys, look on camera, folks. It is here, folks. Yay! Our favorite ship, the Mariner of the Seas. Well, Tyler's favorite ship, the Mariner of the Seas, getting underway. We're going to have a double Royal Caribbean ship day here, folks. Holy cow, folks. Tune her in.
We are foaming uncontrollably right now. I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh, where it's like watching like something crazy. It's like, oh!
It's like watching your bread rolls come out of Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, wow!
Like, guys, this has never before happened. Mariner of the Seas passing Harmony of the Seas in Galveston, Texas. This is the last time it'll ever happen because I think the
next time will be the Allure of the Seas. Why are we having the stream on replay there, Mr. Bryce? Oh, he's clipping it, guys, or he's getting live clipping here.
Here we go, guys. Look at this beautiful ship. It's interesting. We're able to see it at a certain time of day where they still have it. We're seeing it at a certain time of day where they both have their navigation lights in his hand right. The Mariner has her little like S-looking light or curvy light. I don't know what they do it, but
that's in the Sportsplex here.
Yeah, coming from the Crown Lounge down.
I had a question about where are we set up. Well, this is actually in my dorm room at the Texas A&M Maritime Academy on the 6th floor.
I'm going to zoom out so you can see our where we're at. This is our dorm. It's currently partially under construction, but yeah, I'm going to zoom back in here.
Yeah, again,
so we can see
big thank you to Bryce for hosting us,
guys.
for us, coming in here and doing our spiel. But yeah, we're back punched in, so big thank you to that.
Bryce insists on replaying.
We missed Mariner, bro, because we were talking about...
We're talking about, well, I don't know what we're yapping about. Look, this show is, it's gone on long enough. But this is awesome, guys. Again, we appreciate everyone joining us. This is some new technology we invest into the channel to make this happen. Any good comments in the question? What is the camera setup? So we are streaming on the Sony, yes, by the way, we are, two ships are going to meet. That's cool. But while the ships are coming in.
Hey, if you guys can find my Instagram account, you'll see the stream setup. I posted this.
Yeah, we're streaming on the Sony NX 800 here. And then we're streaming on the DJI mics. And then some Bryce had some mic that we were attempting early in the stream to figure out. But guys, this is it. History in the making here. Two ships meeting.
Two Royal Caribbean ships passing each other in Galveston. This has not happened in years, and it's the first time the Harmony will pass the Mariner. Or excuse me, the Mariner will pass the Harmony. But yeah, here we are, guys. Take a screenshot, upload it, make this go viral.
Again, this is the first and probably the last time these two ships will meet here in Galveston. This is a really rare double Royal Caribbean ship. Guys, go ahead, clip this, as Zach was saying, put it on Facebook, tag tag me, or else I will copyright strike the content. Oh. So I maybe actually I'm serious about that. But on seriousness, so folks, thank you for tuning into the stream here. The longer these shows go on, the more and unhinged we get. So we appreciate y'all nonetheless. This is serious, but this also is also just a fun way to hang out. So,
what's up, Ship to Shore? How you doing?
Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, and we appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you, Ship to Shore Vlogs.
The Mariner in Port Canaveral.
Yeah, look. I do too. That's why I came out here. I came to Galveston just for the Mariner. Then she decided to go to New Orleans.
All right, guys. Here we go. I'm going to zoom out slightly so we can see both bows, both stacks, everything. Look at this. This is prime content. This is our content. quoting South Park here, but guys,
Only
this is
on
it.
the
Look at
Cruise
this.
Junkie will you find this.
Mariner
And the Tyler Show too,
Harmony.
both channels. But
Oh yeah, my bad.
well, they're kind of the same thing.
Hopefully you guys are receiving this both good quality and audio. They're probably doing a horn battle right now, honestly. Unfortunately, we're not at Pier 10 to film it or on Seawolf Park, but I can tell you they're doing a horn battle right now.
This is history in the making right here, folks.
This is beautiful.
Oh wow.
This is,
That's beautiful.
and the thing
Get
too.
the sterns both in there. Get the whole ship in there.
No.
So
I'm I got it.
Zoom out and get
Guys, it's like watching two kids in a candy shop here, folks.
It is, because look, this is, as you say, history in the making. This is peak content.
It's my content.
But look
Zach
at
loves
this,
saying
guys. Oh, I'm not going to say go watch South Park, but that's where it's from. Hysterical show. Anyway, guys, going back to the ships here, yeah. Mariner, I think as we said earlier, is going for a 4-night, 5-night to Cozumel.
She is going on a 5-night. She will return on Thursday, doing a 4-night.
Yep.
So, but Bryce here will give us the rundown of the ports, itineraries, all that stuff here. So we'll go ahead and hear from Bryce here about itineraries. So Bryce, where is this Mariner of the Seas ship heading?
All right, so tomorrow we have a beautiful day at sea, hopefully in smooth conditions with no rain for them, but we don't know on that one. And then the 26th they will be in Costa Maya, perfect day Mexico, Royal Caribbean. And then 27th of January they will be in our beautiful port of Cozumel. And then the 28th they will be at sea, and the 29th they will be back to the Port of Galveston. Now we have a professor who knows a lot about the Port of Galveston. No, I was kidding.
Shout out to Captain Peterlin.
But let's see, the Mariner, she's going to be joined with the Queen Elizabeth out of all ships down in Cozumel on the 27th, and Scarlet Lady, Regal Princess, Carnival Miracle, Carnival Paradise.
Guys, it's a good thing this is happening as it is, because excuse me, I see the rain starting to come in a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully the rain's not impacting the stream too much.
It looks good.
I'm gonna get one more shot of these guys together. Yeah, this won't happen until February, and then after that, I don't think it'll happen again.
For a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
Until Royal Caribbean, what they're thinking of doing is filling in 2 of the slips at the Port of Galveston and making that one berth so they can accommodate another ship at their terminal.
Oh, I have a question about the sea term.
All right, so the question I have here is, does the ship for sea term have internet or TV in the dorms and rooms? All right, so this is a great question. Now, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. The TS Kennedy did have internet, and you got a certain amount a day. I think it was like 50 megabytes. And you would get to use that, or was it 100? I don't know. But you got like 100 megabytes per day, enough to do schoolwork. Big thing for people was WhatsApp, because you could call home, you could call your friends, and it would use like no data. You could talk to them for like hours and barely use. Now, at some point, they did make it where we were able to purchase more Wi-Fi. So your boy spent $350 on C-Term Internet, making me the #1 purchaser of TS Kennedy Internet on our C-Term.
It's true. Yes. He was always in the mess developing CSS.
Yes, I was.
Good for him developing a Roblox game in the middle of the pond.
Yes. And what else? Disney Treasure is turning around. What do you mean she's turning around?
In Canaveral?
Yeah, she already left, but maybe they have a medical emergency.
Unfortunately, we don't have any content of that happening, but eventually maybe she might come to Galveston.
All right, let's see.
Remember, this was last year. Tyler, you were there with me, I think. The Jubilee stopped in the middle of the channel.
Oh, yeah, she's turning around.
She has azipods, so just put them dead astern. And yeah, we weren't sure if she was backing out. But usually when they do this, guys, it's because, medical emergency. I mean, I don't think I have any other reason to do so.
Ship to shore, you need a tripod. Tyler's rocking a tripod here, and it works really well, and he can pan it. It's got a stick on it, very stable, and so maybe a good tripod would help with the shakiness. What else do we have? Or a gimbal. Oh, yeah, gimbals are great.
We use one for a project I'll reveal at a later date, and the gimbal game changer. For my content, I don't, this tripod is what you need. A good a good tripod, about $100, sets you up for success here. That's what I use. I swear by this tripod, and it's a really cool setup. Like, it's bare bones, but at the same time, it works. You see this beautiful picture on your screen. Again, I think due to the switching to the hotspot, it's a little bit, some technical issues, but it's a really crisp image straight out of the camera here. So.
All right, back to the comments section.
Of course, it would be better if there was
Heading
no
back to
rain.
port. Yes, I do see it. Okay, Ship to Shore says he uses a tripod just while I'm in the car, and he has a gimbal too. 2011 tripod. Well, maybe consider a new one if you're able to.
Yeah,
but-
I think it's the Canver, I think is the name of the brand.
Yeah.
Zach, I think, has the same one.
I have the same one. I forgot the
really
model.
good quality, all metal, super smooth head.
I'm going to say the model. Caver BV30L. That is the tripod that me, Tyler, Brandon Barker, and Justin Hirsch all use. I think at least they use it. But yeah, that is top of the line. I mean, it's about slightly under $100. So I mean, it's pretty good for what you got me to pay for. And this is really good. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Gonna make her
Sorry for the
sharp.
jerkiness. I'm an amateur. Never used a
Cinematographer.
tripod before, like my boys Zach and Tyler. Bro, I feel like Justin Hirsch.
Justin Hirsch does not have this camera. Neither do I, though.
Justin has a very similar camera. It's not as bulky and big. This camera, actually, this is what they used doing live TV. When I was looking at doing a new camera, I needed to invest in a new one. Just my older camera wasn't there.
$90 right now on Amazon.
Yeah, $90. That's right. Yeah, it's a really good steal. I swear by this tripod.
I'm going to shift the camera real quick. Sorry for the shakiness. That's so we don't have to.
All right, guys, we got to shout out our boy, CPT Tropic. He's my co-owner of Tableboard Studios, and he has shown up. Also, my developer, Austin TBS, was in the stream earlier, and shout out to him as well. Let's see. There's a way to loosen up the tripod connection to make it less stiff, but be careful not to make it too loose. Yeah, CPT is a professional plane spotter. So, anyways, back to Tyler.
Yeah, a little technical thing. So I was saying about this camera setup here. So this is something of interest to note, right? So I was looking at a new camera. I needed to invest in something new, but I also wanted to get into live broadcasting here. So I had to look at the camera that was able to be in a live environment. And this is, of course, a beta live stream here. We're still trying to figure out the tweaks, and we're not going overboard with the graphics yet. We're trying to, really kind of hone in on making sure you get a stable connection and a good video feed here, which obviously today, even though we're in a perfect environment, we have, in theory, Wi-Fi, in theory, hard power is still some instability of the feed here, but again, this camera is used on big productions all around the country. So got some once in a lifetime footage, says Ships to Shore Cruising. I did. I saw you were out there in Port Canaveral. You were making your rounds on almost every stream. So I saw you all around the port. So
No, he meant the helicopter. The helicopter with Chase. They flew to the Disney Adventure and some other shit.
oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that video too, I believe. Yeah, it's awesome, man.
That is
doing
prime
some
content
content
right there.
So again, folks, at this time, $5,000. Yes, sir. That was the damage last I checked.
Should do this more often.
Yeah. So we will plan on doing this, in the near future. Of course, tomorrow, no promises. It's gonna be pretty bad weather.
I will be working, unfortunately, the Regal Princess. I have a feeling ships tomorrow are going to get delayed, though.
That's what I'm talking about. I think tomorrow things are not going to be like today. Today we had some delays, but it still wasn't that bad. Versus tomorrow, we will have a lot more delays here.
Well, this concludes. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, we're almost there, folks. We're gonna kind of let her finish her turn, and we're gonna spool down our coverage here. Hard to believe we're at 2 hours, guys. 2 hours. It flew by. I mean, I don't know about you, Bryce, but this stream it was awesome. I appreciate everyone tuning in to this stream. We're not spooling it down yet. We're gonna let her kind of finish her transit here, but we do appreciate it here. We're gonna get some barbecue. We appreciate everyone who supported the stream just by showing up, hitting the like button. Everyone on the replay watching this, hey, thanks for tuning in for 2 hours of us talking. I know, we definitely can talk here, so we appreciate everyone tuning in on the replay. Go ahead and hit the bell so you'll be alerted about these new streams. Again, we kind of do them regularly, but I put these streams up whenever I know I can make it to go live here. So this is a really good shot right here, Zach. Keep this punched in right here. This tanker and the Mariner.
Now I have a question. If y'all want us to stream the Disney Magic departing Port Canaveral, or not Port Canaveral, for the Port of Galveston tomorrow with the Regal Princess, let us know in the chat and we'll try to get out there and cover that. Maybe at Seawolf Park, but it is supposed to be really rainy and cold all weekend. And we'd be able to see the Harmony too. So if you're interested in that, let us know. Otherwise, we could also try to do this exact same thing as well. And if y'all have any last minute questions, please do ask. And
also, we have some prime content. The ATV Tina Pine, I believe she is
hey, Kyle.
Kirby ATV. She's coming out of Tampa, probably empty.
Wait, can I answer some questions?
Oh yeah, Bryce, take it away.
All right. So what hotel are we staying at? This is Hotel de Tama Maritime. So it's not a hotel. It's
amenities are fabulous. You know, they got the concierge downstairs, the jacuzzi is. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's
all right.
Below average dormitory, but this is.
Look at this shot right here, folks.
Oh, that's beautiful. You can see we have a very nice situation there.
Pine. That used to be an old school Port Canaveral caller right there. She came all the way from the Port of Tampa Bay.
Now, I had a question, or I wanted to address Bay saying looking into colleges because I want to be a cruise director and UCF has a good hospitality program. Well, on that note, we actually have a guy here who used to be in the marine transportation with us. His name is Scott. He's very famous on the campus, locally renowned at Tamug. He's a yell leader and a great person. But anyways, he has actually switched gears to do that, essentially, and he actually spent a summer... this past summer on the Carnival Elation out of Jacksonville
fun squad.
As a fun squad member, and so he's working up to become a cruise director. That's his goal, and he's actually getting a degree in hospitality management. So maybe look into the A&M Galveston hospitality management, because again, you would have cruise ships here with Icon and all that in 2027.
Yeah, that program I believe is coastal and tourism development.
That sounds.
No, but they also have a hospitality one.
Yes, that's in the main campus, though, I think.
No, they have it here too.
Oh, they do.
Okay. That's what Scott had initially, and then he switched to that one.
Okay.
What else do we have in the questions? Why did I create CSS? All right, TLDR. Basically, I love cruise ships. I wanted to make a game. It was going to be Cargo Ship Tycoon, Cruise Ship Tycoon, but with cargo ships. Then I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then we made Cruise Line Simulator Classic, and then all those, and then we got more people like CPT over the years. Well, CPT's been here pretty much since the beginning. What else do we have? Disney Whiz Heli on deck, 0 feet. Oh, there's a helicopter on the Disney Treasure right now doing a medevac. That's cool. Yeah. All right, well, if y'all have any more questions, let us know. We will be closing out pretty...
Yeah, we're about to spool down our coverage here. She's getting a little bit out of frame. We do appreciate each and every single one of you checking out today's stream. Thank you to Bryce for having us here. Thank you to Zach for hopping on comms here as well. I will be back here in the near future again. We're playing tomorrow by year as well as Monday, but...
we'll try to do it weather permitting and visibility, but... You don't know in Galveston.
Yeah, that's the thing about Galveston. We got lucky today in terms of good visibility. Yeah, some rain did pick up, but
good night,
with
Dukes.
the way how far the ships are from the camera, we can focus that out. But everything worked out well today.
I got a great question here. Have the local Galveston pilots started training for the Icon yet?
Yeah, someone asked that question already. I personally don't know the answer behind that. So this is my theory. Yeah, Zach can take a guess at it too. But yeah, I mean, Icon is not a new piloting thing in terms of ship piloting. I'm gonna see if I can find a clip here to end the stream with.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak right now. I got one. I'm gonna speak right here about my.
When are we giving closing remarks?
After my spiel here.
Okay.
So going back to the question about if the Galtex pilots are training for the Icon. Usually how they do that is, Icon's coming in 2027 or 8. I forget when. I know it's announced, but yeah. So usually how they'll do that is they'll have a copy of the ship at a simulator. It'll have all its handling characteristics sent over by the shipyard. So Finland will send over the handling characteristics to the simulator. I'm assuming they're going to use in San Jacinto Maritime, either here at A&M, our simulator, or San Jacinto. They're a local, kind of like a community college, and they have a great maritime program if you want to be an AEB. But yeah, they'll do that a lot closer to when it comes here. And a little bit of insider information. We had the opportunity of having the Galveston Cruise Terminal manager. I don't know if I can say his name, but over here at Pier 10, where it's going to dock, they're going to have to refit some of that terminal to accommodate the Icon 7,600 passengers. Like the gangways, those gangways are going to have to be replaced because where the entrance is on the Icon, it just doesn't match. And I believe some of the interior of that terminal is also going to have to be remodeled to accommodate such many passengers. And yeah, that's kind of in possibly the outside area. It's gonna be exciting to see what other ships are gonna be coming here in Galveston in the near future. Whatever Disney
wish, please.
That would be very interesting. The bold move for Disney.
Dude, imagine that. Every departure, like 12 horns. Well, that's why fantasy would be good.
In the next 5 years, I hate to say this because my home port is Everglades, but Everglades will be dethroned as the third largest cruise port in the world. It's projected in the next 5 to 10 years. So. All
right, y'all. So we've got a very exciting coverage coming from the cruise junkie on a video project that he's been working on.
Tyler, would you care to share anything about that? No. Later date. Later date.
Oh, later date.
It is big.
Oh, I thought you were showing a video clip.
I was going to show you a clip of why Icon is different than Pilotage, but...
oh, never mind. He was going to show why Icon was different in Pilotage. I got that.
But I don't have that clip on the computer.
That's okay. If you guys can see the flashing red light on the screen, that is what's called a range light. It's part of a aid to navigation. So the ships know, for the helmsman, where to steer if they're coming out of the Houston ship channel.
Are you sure?
That's what it is. That's a range light.
Are you sure? That's not a radio tower for airplanes?
No. That, I promise you, that is a range light for the outer Houston ship channel. Okay. Or excuse me, Texas City, I think. One of the two, but... Okay. But yeah,
looks like a radio tower at the Coast Guard
base. It's not a radio tower. I promise you it's a range light.
I've seen range lights
it's over there. It's a flashing of an interval of like, I don't know, just half a second. Or
all right, do we got any last minute questions? Anyone know much? Where do the...
Thank you guys for joining in today. I mean, we're not going to hear just yet, but...
So that's a good question for you. Where do filming, when you do it by Pier 10, is it public access? Yes, it is public access.
It is a big fishing spot, but don't try and fish. No one has ever caught anything. I know from personal experience, no guys are ever going crazy. Like, oh my God, I caught something huge. No, that never happens.
Yeah, that's true, Stuart.
Yeah, there's a few spots in Galveston, but...
All right, y'all.
The main one.
We
have a little bit longer to go. Oh, wait, maybe we don't. All depends if the...
All right, we'll spool down our coverage.
All right, guys, thank you for coming in. I'm Captain Zach, hoping to be one day, but thank you guys for watching. I'm going to give the mic back to Tyler so he can say his spiel. Here, Tyler.
Yeah, folks, thank you for tuning in. We are up on 2 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us, folks. Mariners outbound, underway to Mexico. I will be back here in the near future. In the meanwhile, check out the channel. We have a whole bunch of videos about Maritime in the channel, and we appreciate each and every single one of you checking us out. Alrighty, folks, we'll see you on the next one.
Oh, wait.
Oh, did you already end it?
Hello. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're from Tableboard Studios, thank you for showing my friend Tyler support. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Tyler. And we'll try to come back if we can tomorrow. Very exciting departures tomorrow in the Port of Galveston. Yeah, okay. Have a good one, and check out Cruise Ship Simulator.